Patterson University Television.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Erik Almquist, and for today's film, to be honest, I didn't really know what I was going to review. But I heard a friend of mine, his name is Al, his favorite film is The Godfather Part 2. Now, I've seen the first, and to be honest, it was okay, but not great enough for me to go on and just watch the sequel. But I was willing to make an exception here. So without further delay, let's crack open this stink bomb. But first, I need to get changed. All right, so here's the concept, all right? This film is both a prequel and a sequel to the original Godfather, okay? We see the rise of Vito Corleone to becoming the Godfather in the early 1900s. We also follow Michael Corleone in the 1950s as he struggles to expand his crime syndicate to Cuba, Florida, and Las Vegas. Now, this movie has a runtime of 202 minutes, which gives you just enough time to plan out exactly how you want to hang yourself. All right, now let's just get the acting out of the way, all right? Al Pacino's performance is average at best, okay? He literally spends half the movie rubbing his eyes. Why does he do that? He literally just sits there like, how much longer does this movie have? That or he read the script for Godfather 3, I don't know. But can I just say something? Who eats an orange like an apple? I'm sorry, but it's the stupidest thing. No wonder why Michael's plans backfire, because he's an inept moron who can't eat fruit right. Moving on, all right, Talia Shire in this movie is more annoying than an air raid siren. She complains about everything, and I know people will say, oh, well, that's her character. Well, cut me a break. I preferred her super quiet working at a pet store. Then there's Robert De Niro, who plays young Vito Corleone. And to be honest, his performance is just overrated. He didn't drop a single F-bomb in the whole film. A great De Niro performance needs an F-bomb or 50. Then again, almost every line of his in this movie isn't freaking Italian. You have to read like half this movie. Last time I checked, film is a visual medium. If I wanted to read the Godfather novel, I would. But this is a movie, okay? Maybe Coppola wanted you to focus on the words so you wouldn't notice the ugly-looking cinematography. Please, it's like he took the film and just put a sepia filter over it to give an artistic look. Please, it's embarrassing. Now, let's really dig into this steam pile, okay? Earlier in the film, we see Michael's house get shot at. Then he complains about his family being in danger. Dude, if you cared about your family, you wouldn't have gotten involved in the mafia to begin with. Don't blame the other mafia personnel. Blame yourself, you hypocritical bastard, all right? Then he proceeds to expand his crime syndicate to Cuba, Vegas, and Florida. You are essentially putting your family in even more danger by widening the scope of your dealings. And I'd also like to note the fact that he owns a house with tons of windows, okay? If you wanted to keep your family safe, I'd hope you have enough common sense, all right, not to have a huge window in the front of your house. You're just asking for trouble. Then later in the film, Michael knows that there's a traitor within the family, but he doesn't know who it is. Then, literally right after he says that, the movie cuts to Fredo lying in bed. Could you be any more obvious? This movie has a 3.5-hour runtime. Keep it a mystery, keep me guessing. But no, you had to spoil the fun. Now, how does this movie end? You might be wondering. Well, Michael literally kills everybody, all of his enemies. He's like a superhero. He can just clean the streets up whenever he wants. No thought whatsoever went into that. My God, this movie is a bigger steam pile than that pile of Triceratops crap Laura Dern found in Jurassic Park. And then Fredo's also killed at the end of the film. And I don't care. He was super annoying and whiny in both films. Michael did the audience a favor as far as I'm concerned. Then before Fredo was shot, though, he talks to Michael's son about how he used to go fishing and used to say a Hail Mary before fishing, and the prayer is what gave him the edge to catch the biggest fish. As far as I'm concerned, okay, Coppola should be saying hundreds of Hail Marys, so God forgives him for making this horrid piece of trash. I could have eaten a box of alphabets and crapped out a better script for a Godfather sequel. This film is dealing with sprinkles, and it doesn't even have cake or frosting yet. By the end of the film, I actually wish I ended up like Sonny in the first Godfather, so I didn't have to witness this travesty. Godfather Part 2 is a number 2, if you know what I mean, okay? Also, Before I forget, Sofia Coppola makes an appearance in this film, as she did in the first Godfather. And after this film, I can almost assure you, she begged her father to kill her in the third one. That's all I'm saying, okay? Now you might be saying, oh, but Erik, it won Best Picture. Yeah, and O.J. was found innocent. We obviously live in a stupid society, okay? And just remember something, all right? At the end of the day, I'm right, you're wrong. We'll be right back.